Welcome back to another episode of Work in Progress. Today we are excited to reintroduce SteppingBlocks, a great resource to help with your job searching and in case anyone is looking to change their major to find out what they really want to do post-graduation. SteppingBlocks is a resource that all Clemson students and staff have access to, and it's a career readiness platform typically used for career mapping. So whether you're trying to figure out what major you want to pursue or what career path you want to follow, this resource pulls together other people's accomplishments to see what inspiration you could find or even look for next steps. Now, this website has changed a little bit since the last time we walked through it, so let's do a quick little walkthrough and see how you can find it useful. To get to SteppingBlocks, if you go to our website and then go up to the top and hit search, you're able to type in SteppingBlocks, which will take you to our resource. Once you get here, click on SteppingBlocks and then click on Log into SteppingBlocks. It will take you through your Clemson account, so just hit sign in and sign in through your normal Clemson account. And then it takes you to our dashboard. With our dashboard, you can see a lot of different things all at once. First, you have your history, so any activity you've done, it's all saved there. You can also look at specific Clemson resources that are specific to our school. You can also look at our progress to see what you've looked at and what you have not. And then we have a couple of recommended for you sections with our outcomes and with our Search 360. Now, if you look over on the left, we have outcomes, Search 360, tuition, career feed, and then at the bottom you have a profile, which is the profile that you create when you create your account. First, we'll look at outcomes. Now you can see over here, outcomes is generating our Clemson University graduates. So you can see the amount of graduates analyzed, the average 5-year salary, and then the average current salary. And if you scroll down here, you can click on any major, employer, job category, and or skill to explore outcomes. Blue is the number of graduates, green is the average salary. They've also added filters where you can filter out just bachelor's degree or advanced degrees. Now to search in here, you can scroll through the list or you can use Control F to search for certain words. If you type in sales, you can say you're wanting to work in sales, which means typically people have a degree in management. They could be hired by this and skilled in that. You can also go in and search for certain degrees. So let's say I type in engineering. You can see over here we've got mechanical engineering. Let's say I want to do mechanical engineering, but I also have some sales experience. I can see the kind of jobs that would hire me, all those kinds of things over on each of the columns. Now let's say I don't want to deal with sales, we can unselect that, scroll back down, and then with mechanical engineering, you can see that you could be hired by Michelin, usually you're working in engineering, and your top skill is probably going to be engineering. Now we're going to move on to Search 360. You can either search by career or by major. We'll start with career first. So put in a job title that you would like to have. You can also put in a specific company as well as a specific state. Those two are optional though. So for job title, let's type in recruiter. If you click on recruiter and then hit search career paths, it will generate a bunch of information on how you can become a recruiter. So first it takes you to a snapshot page. This kind of pulls in all the information into some variety of summary before you actually go in depth to see everything else. You can see the amount of career paths that it matches you with, the breakdown by the numbers, with an advanced degree, studied business, those kinds of things. You can look at similar jobs, so if you like the job but maybe you want a different one, you can look at that, top companies, and then some career paths that we can look through. You can look at here for common career routes as well as alternative career routes. And then those are those top skills. If you scroll back up, you can go in depth for each category. So first you can look at education. So for that job title, recruiter, what did they study? 8.3% studied business, and it gives you a breakdown of each of the areas of study. So you can see business as a top, management, social sciences, liberal arts, all of those tend to be at the top. You can also look at the advanced degrees. So you can see that 35% had a bachelor's, so on and so forth, just to see what education you need for this role. Employment, it looks at the typical salaries, top companies, similar jobs. So first you can look at the average salary for this. It gives you a graph to kind of show what that looks like. Top companies to look at what companies tend to be hiring for this position. And then similar jobs. So again, if you like this job, but maybe you want to try something different, this shows you different options. Now the best part is career paths. So this takes you through some common career routes and some alternative career routes. So this is just the pathways. This is just a short example. But if you look through this pathway, it shows you from the start what education they got, what experiences they had, and then you can see it talks about when they got the recruiter role. So it helps you to kind of see the different paths that you can take to get from point A to point B if you really want that point B to be a recruiter. Now you can also look at alternative career paths. These ones are not as linear or straightforward as the common career routes, but it still shows you point A to point B what makes the most sense. You can also see it in a list view format. This shows you up to 20 pages of records of pathways that you could follow. And then if you toggle on detailed view, it'll give you similar information that you saw before, where it breaks down specifically where each of these experiences occurred and what kind of took them from point A to point B. So you can see how long they were there, everything like that. And the last page is skills. So you can see the top skills that are typically required for this role. And then again, you can search by major. So let's say that you wanted to type in a history major. If you type in history, hit select. You can also type in Clemson as well. This gives you the same information, just instead of starting from the career path that you want to follow or the role that you want to have once you succeed in your career, this takes you from the beginning where everyone starts with a history major and goes from there. Then you have the tuition page. Not much has changed since the last time we saw this, but it shows you the total costs and then your break-even analysis. So how much will your education really cost? It goes through the monthly payments, loan amount, interest paid, total investment, and you can also mess around with the graph to change the interest rates, the loan terms, whatever makes it the most accurate for you so that you're able to use this information later on. You can look up there at the break-even analysis as well. And this shows you just how long it would take for you to break even. And again, you can mess with the different areas. You can also type in what job you would want to have. All of this that kind of helps you to change what you're looking for. Last that is on here is the career feed. This just gives you a bunch of videos that talk about your interests, what you might be looking for, just handpick content for you. SteppingBlocks is a great resource for any of our faculty or staff members who want to add some career readiness skills to their tool belt. If you ever need any help, please reach out to the CCPD and we'd be happy to help.